Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Well, we're continuing in Luke chapter 6, where Jesus is given this message that's no doubt shocking his disciples and the people, the multitudes that have come to hear him and be healed by him. And he's telling them to love their enemies, to do good to them when they treat them badly, to turn their cheek when they hit them on one cheek, so that they can smack the other cheek without fighting back. I mean, not to return evil for evil, but return good for the evil that they're treated with. Remember, they live in a very oppressed, difficult time when the Romans are ruling the world, and there's a lot of mistreatment and abuse going on, and yet Jesus is saying, love these people that hurt and offend and abuse you. That's difficult. And he's basically saying, in this message, true happiness, genuine happiness, and blessedness in life does not come from what you have, but from what you do and what you give. And truly, not what happens to you, circumstances, not how people treat you, not what you think about yourself, because boy, you can have wrong thoughts about yourself or your attitude toward God. And so he deals with these four areas of attitudes. And now in this section, he's dealing with our attitudes toward the people, and especially people that abuse and hurt us. And so what does he tell us to do? In the very last verses, he kind of concludes in verses 37 and 38 of this section, and that is, judge not, and you won't be judged, condemn not, and you won't be condemned. And then he gives two negatives, don't. By the way, that reminds me of the 10 Commandments. The first commandment, of course, was don't have any other gods. Second one, don't bow down to graven images. Third one, don't blaspheme God. And then there's a positive one, keep the Sabbath, and another positive one, honor your father and mother. Then the last five are also negative. Don't steal, don't kill, don't commit adultery. And then the last one, don't covet. Don't covet. It has to do with money. And that's interesting because these first two don't. Now, I've always said, if you're doing what you should be doing or not doing what you shouldn't be doing, you will be doing what you should be doing, and you can't be doing what you shouldn't be doing if you're doing that. Well, my friend, Jesus then gives us these two things, and that is forgive. And that's so important. But how do you know that you really forgive? Well, then the next one is give. Give, and it will be given to you. You give mercy, you'll get mercy. And he's not talking about just giving money, I'm convinced, even though that could be involved, because money is very much a part of our lives. We spend our lives making money so that we can pay bills. So money represents our life. It is really, in a sense, our life. How we spend our money is how we spend our life, because we spend our life making money. Pay bills, to clothe ourselves, to have housing, to have food on the table. And so how we treat money is basically how we treat life. And money is not the problem. Jesus never said that. The Bible never said money is bad. Basically, money is a necessary item, an area of life, and it's also an indication of really what we do with our lives, what we think about life, how we value life. And so it's so important. Jesus said, the Bible says, Paul said, the love of money is the root of all evil. And the Bible goes on to say in that passage that when we really have a right attitude toward money, it's okay. God has given us richly all things to enjoy. Nothing wrong with having things, as long as they don't have us. And so what he's saying, and I want to make a real big point here, and that is, so you have somebody offended you, hurt you, caused you great difficulty in life, you pray for them, okay? You forgive them, and then you give them something of value. Give them a letter, give them a card. I mean, it might be a family member right now that's decided because of who you voted for, they'll have nothing to do with you. Don't fight back. Don't treat them wrong. Don't say, that's okay, I didn't like you anyway. No, be kind. Return good for evil, and do something, give them something of value. Take time to write a card and say, love you and care for you, and anything I can ever do, let me know. Maybe put some money in that card, put a gift card in there, better yet, that they can go to a restaurant. Give, and then notice it'll be given to you. We'll talk more about this giving thing tomorrow, but right now I'm telling you, this is Jesus' way, God's way of having a right attitude toward people around us that gives us true blessedness, true happiness. God bless you, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.